Hey y'all, today for Foodie Friday, we're gonna be making pork chops in our Ninja Foodi Grill. Oh, we're having a whole lot of fun. I want you to see all those juices that are coming out of that meat. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy, where we're cooking up another dish from recipes.crock.com, my beautiful wife's cooker blog. And today we're gonna do something super simple for Foodie Friday, and that is pork chops in our Ninja Foodi Grill. This is a super quick, simple recipe, and if you do it with the right timing, I'm telling you what, these pork chops are amazing. They're juicy and tender in the middle. They taste great with a great crust on the outside, and it's 2 ingredients. It's simply pork chops and your favorite seasoning. And what we're going to use are 4 boneless pork chops, and as you can see, they're about 3/4 of an inch thick. We're not getting super thick pork chops for this, but we don't want super thin either, because I want these to be juicy and not dry in the middle. And if you look, these pork chops have got a great layer of fat on the outside. That is perfect. And you also want to have your favorite seasoning. Ours happens to be Great Value Seasoned Meat Tenderizer. Yeah, I know, cheap seasoned meat tenderizer. When Mike, you've got all this access to all these different spices, you know, like onion powder and paprika and salt. Guess what's in seasoned meat tenderizer? Same thing, just makes it easier. But for me, the key of making good pork chops, or if you're gonna do beef, anything, is how you season it. Because, you know, everybody does this. They season their meat on the top, yeah, like that, you know. And then they flip it over, and then they season the other side of it, kind of like this, where they go like that. But one thing everybody tends to miss is that layer of fat right there. So if you take these, I'm gonna see if I can do this all at one time with one hand while I hold the camera with the other. If I take it like that, where I've got that fat on top, and then I season it, and yes, I'm gonna wash this bottle off, I promise. Season that fat really good. That's where a lot of your flavor is gonna come from, is that seasoned ring of fat. And just like that, I've got my pork chop seasoned. I'll set this to the side so I can wash that off. And I already have this set preheated at medium heat. Not high, not low, but medium heat. And I'm just gonna set those pork chops down where they're separated, not touching one another. And I'm gonna let these go for 5 minutes. Computer, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. And now what I'll do is I'll let these go for 5 minutes, and once the alarm goes off, we're going to flip them and cook them for another 3. And you're going to see that happen in 3, 2, 1. And that sound is the timer going off. Computer, stop. Okay, so we got them going here for 5 minutes on one side, and look at how those grill marks have come up. The meat has got all plump and juicy. And check out this fat right there. Look how that's all browned up right there. That is good news. So now what I want to do is we're going to let this go for 3 minutes, and then you're going to have pork chops in 3, 2, 1. And the timer goes off again. Computer, stop. Now, computer, stop it. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Let's see what it looks like now. And that, y'all, is pork chops that are done. Now, in the interim 3 minutes, I did clean off my tongs, but I want to pull those out and show you just what it looks like all around these pork chops. I just want to get them off that heat. And what we're left with are 4 perfectly cooked chops, but I want to show you guys what it looks like on that outer ring. Look at that fat right there. Look how that is. That is super crispy. It's got all kinds of flavor, and you got great grill marks on both sides. And now what I want to do is I want to cut into one of them just to see how well we did. Now what you're normally supposed to do is you're supposed to let meat like this, especially if you grilled it, is let it rest for about 5 minutes. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to grab a plate and a single pork chop here. I'll take this one. Set these to the side. There's already all kinds of juices coming out. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So if I go and I cut into this pork chop, I'm gonna go right in the center, and you'll see what it looks like after you've done the 5 and 3 method. 5 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other. I want you to see all those juices that are coming out of that meat. That is good. That is perfect. Those aren't dry. I can already tell you right now they taste good, but they're super juicy. If you let these rest, it's gonna let that juice in there kind of rest in the meat and not pour out. But I'm gonna cut into it right away, so I shouldn't be missing much. They're super tender. They're really juicy. And in 8 minutes, you got pork chops for dinner. So, while you let them cook for 5, you could get your green beans ready. Then for the other 3 minutes, you could maybe heat up some corn. Whatever you want to do. But man, here's my favorite part right here. If I just cut off just this fat right here. Check this out. That little piece of fat right there, that little rim of fat that was on the outside of that pork chop's got all that seasoning, plus it's rendered down. It's crispy. Has so much flavor. You cannot screw this up. As long as you go with that 5 and 3 method. 5 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other. Don't be messing around in between. And you're gonna have the best pork chops you've ever had in your life. I'm telling you right now. And if you don't like them when you get done, mail them to me and I'll eat them because I love these pork chops. They are so good. If y'all like what you're seeing around here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Also, if you've not become a member of the Crock Posse, make sure you click that little bell next to it called the ding-a-ling, and that lets YouTube know that y'all want to see new videos as soon as we put them up. Oh yeah, and give us a thumbs up down below. We really like that. And whatever you do, laugh often. Eat good food, like this, and speak life. Or in the words of my favorite pork chop, but eat. That's all, folks. If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon